Oh, yeah. I just want to make this quick video because, as most people know, actually, I asked my mother, you know, and I said, "Have you heard about ISIS?" And she goes, "Yes." So, my best guess is that this bullshit has reached every person. So this must be a false flag event. This must be what the Illuminati want people to actually see. So they want people to see there's a big crisis going on in Iraq. These rebels, who are just paid by the CIA, or probably are the CIA. Anyone can wrap a tea-towel around their head and shout Allah Akbar and shoot a gun, and everyone makes a video of it, and suddenly we got a terrorist threat on our hands. You know, it's like 9/11. It's fucking bullshit. Anyway, so getting back to it. Thing being, the Illuminati have called them ISIS. Now that's a funny name, isn't it? And, you know, do people actually know who ISIS, or what ISIS actually means? ISIS is an Egyptian, whoops, sorry Illuminati, you know, pyramid, you know, they are Egyptian goddess. And if you check out my videos, let me see if I can just put you onto it now. I think that's right. You'll see that they called ISIS Diana, and Diana, who was like ISIS, well, you know, it's just mythology, and people say, well, it was written thousands of years ago, but you know, it's only coming true now. That's when people say, well, it was written thousands of years ago. And she gives birth to Horus, who is the Jesus replica. Now obviously Isis, Diana the Virgin, give birth to Horus, which is William, who is the Antichrist, who is the one who's going to come saying that he is Jesus Christ, he is the Christ, and God, you know, a God above every other God actually. But what I'm trying to say is, you see that situation now, don't you? ISIS gives birth to the false Messiah. Now what I'm saying is, you know, you've got this situation now, and you have this situation where you're starting to see now where ISIS could actually, who is named by the Illuminati, this ISIS crisis, let's say, ISIS crisis, yeah, and this could actually symbolise, or what they have planned for, you know, they're telling you, and people don't even see it. I'm telling you the truth, what I think, that this ISIS situation could actually be the birth, or, you know, the bringing forth of the Antichrist, William, to come into play and save the day, you know, like a false Messiah is supposed to do, Mashiach. And on top of that, we're seeing all this crap here. Now, Tony Blair kicked out as, get this, British Israel peace envoy. Are you kidding me or what? I didn't even know this guy was anything to do with peace in the Middle East, because I've been watching this like a hawk every day, and I have never seen anything to do with bloody Tony Blair in it. I haven't seen his face, I haven't heard his name at all. And then suddenly, oh, he's been fired from, or, you know, they're trying to kick him out. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's like votes. People vote. They think they're voting someone in that they want. It's all planned, you know. It's all bullshit, you know. It's all planned. They just do it to make people think that they've got the power. Well, I believe this Tony Blair will get kicked out. And here's the other thing, for them to try and make it more biblical, it says that he's been in power for 7 years and he's had no success in the Middle East. And like I say, I haven't seen jack shit off him, and I've been studying it for a year. Now, the point being, if he stands down as British Israel peace envoy, then someone's got to replace him. This is all looking a bit suspicious now, isn't it? Because we have the ISIS situation. ISIS, who gives birth to the false Messiah, who is William. And now we have a situation which could, I'm not saying it is, I'm not trying to prophesy here, I'm just saying about the timings, that if this guy steps down, then someone else, British, has got to step in for him. Do you not see the signs like I do? Funny timings that, you got an ISIS situation who could give birth to the false Messiah, and at the same time, after 7 years, you got a guy stepping down in Britain who is the place where the false Messiah is going to rise from, and there's a possibility that William could stand in for this guy and be the peace envoy. That's job done. Because, on my timeline, let's have a look at this. I predict, and I do get nervous and I think, oh, maybe there isn't enough time for this. But the comet there is like a confirmation from God, the sign in the heavens. October, obviously, where start of July here, being here, what's the chances, man? So, if I'm just sharing this, if Tony Blair gets kicked out and William gets put in, it's on like never before. Because you can believe that the 7-year peace process is going to get signed on October. No doubt. I'm not trying to make, you can't make this shit up, man. So I just wanted to give you a quick, my thought is being that this ISIS situation actually will escalate. I think it'll get worse. I think there may be even nuclear, neutron, or biological weapons used on, maybe Britain, well, definitely USA, possibly Israel, and an outside chance of being used on the UK as well. So they can all come together and say, let's get rid of these Muslim scumbags, when really they set the bombs off themselves. I think it's going to escalate, but what I'm trying to say is this ISIS could be the birth, the rising of the false Messiah. That's all my point was going to be. Like I say, we're about here now in this situation, so it's getting very biblical. Everyone needs to have a heads up and be on this stuff every day. So thank you for watching the video, and God bless you all. Amen.